Stay classy, Mr. Holt's class and Mr. Ferguson's class. Guys, this is going to be lesson number 3 from our new unit that we're working on that's focusing on text structure and how expository texts are organized. The first 2 days we read an article that you guys got familiar with called Virtual Worlds, a Community and a Computer. Now today we're going to use the same document that you guys used before. So go ahead, do me a favor, hit pause, go back to where your document that you used the last 2 days was, open it up and scroll down to, I think it should be on page 3 of that document. It's a PDF, and the next article that we're going to work on is titled School Uniforms, the Way to Go. So hit pause and then come back and join us. All right, guys, before we start in on this article about school uniforms, I want you to think really quickly. And if you want to go back to the article, Virtual Worlds, you certainly can. What side of the issue did you find yourself agreeing with more? Were you positive or pro side of video games being good for students, or were you on the negative side? And what specifically from the article convinced you of that? Now, you may have already had your mind made up before you came into the article, but maybe you found some facts that help support your argument, or maybe your mind changed completely about it. So think about that, and then I want you guys to go ahead and think about those reasons from the article. All right, today we're going to hear and discuss a different type of article, and this article is written specifically for young people, and I already told the title, but the title is called School Uniforms, the Way to Go. This article is written to allow or to provide information about only one side of the issue, okay? So our previous article talked about both sides, what was good about video games and what was bad about video games. This particular article is going to be focused on only the good things about school uniforms. We'll read a different article tomorrow, or then the next lesson that's going to be on the negatives for school uniforms, okay? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to look at the article that I'm talking about, school uniforms. I don't want you to read it yet. I just want you to scroll through it fast, and I want you to look at the title, the subtitle, the headings, and the subheadings. So go ahead and hit pause, take a look through that. All right, guys, really quickly, and this is a question that you just have to answer in your head. After reading the title, subtitle, headings, and subheadings, from reading only those, what do you think this article is about? What are not just, obviously it's about school uniforms and the way to go, but what are some of the key points? So go ahead and hit pause, think about that, and then come back. All right, so I'm going to read aloud this article, and you're more than welcome to go ahead and read along with me. I'd highly encourage you to do that. School uniforms, the way to go. Oh, I think I got ahead of, yep. School uniforms, the way to go. Okay, the author in this carefully organizes information to help readers understand why wearing uniforms is a good idea. So here we go. School uniforms, the way to go. Jackets, ties, dress pants, knee-high socks, skirts, and blouses. In schools around the world, students prepare for the school day by putting on uniforms. Love it or hate it, the school uniform is one of the most common kinds of uniforms in the world. School uniforms make school children look neat and clean and identify them as students of a certain school. Many students say that uniforms look boring or that they don't allow kids to express themselves with the clothes they choose to wear. On the surface, school uniforms might not seem cool, but wearing them has some big benefits. Okay, those first two paragraphs that I just read, in the introduction tells you the subject of the article, what the article is about. And what I read from now on is going to be supporting evidence to support why school uniforms are good. They don't really give out any reasons why school uniforms are positive, but they set up the topic. So those first two paragraphs that I just read out loud are only about introducing the topic. So it's like, think about it as like an introduction paragraph of something you write. So I'm going to reread that top part, and then I'm going to start on the rest of the article, okay? And I'm going to stop at a couple different spots and have you think about a question or two, all right? So I'm going to reread the introduction in the first section of the article and follow along while I do. School uniforms, the way to go. Jackets, ties, and dress pants, knee-high socks, skirts, and blouses. In schools around the world, students prepare for the school day by putting on uniforms. Love it or hate it, the school uniform is one of the most common kinds of uniforms in the world. School uniforms make school children look neat and clean and identify them as a student of a certain school. Many students say that uniforms look boring or that they don't allow kids to express themselves with the clothes they choose to wear. On the surface, school uniforms might not seem cool, but wearing them has some big benefits. An end to indecision. Being decisive about what to wear to school can be challenging. Many young people worry about how they look. Will people judge me by what I'm wearing? Is green in or out this season? Wearing a uniform helps you feel more confident because everyone else at school will be wearing the same outfit. Nobody will judge you by what clothing you wear. Because you don't need to decide what to wear, a uniform helps you to save time in the morning. There's another advantage to wearing a uniform. It will help you save money because usually you'll need to buy only 1 or 2 uniforms at the start of the school year, and there's no pressure to wear costly designer labeled clothes. Now I'm going to read the caption on the photo. During the 2009 and 2010 school year, about 19% of public schools required their students to wear uniforms. Now before I end this video, I wanted to leave you with a question that I want you to think about before you go to the second part of this video. And let me, I think I skipped on the wrong part. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, this article, how is the author organizing this article? Oh, I messed up. There actually is no question on this one. So click on the next video and we'll go ahead and read the next part. That's my bad. Stay classy, Golden Eagles.